Buffy and Frodo were in the Hogwarts library late into the night, prepping for the final trek into Mordor.
Liz, I have to stop you.
Why?
Because this already sounds like the greatest story of all time.
World Stealers!
More Banana Podcasts presents World Stealers, a fan fiction podcast. I'm Kate.
And I'm Liz.
And every episode will take you on a new adventure through a familiar fandom with a hot off the press original fanfic.
World Stealers has everything. Wizards, sea creatures, adventure and daring, terrible accents.
Yeah. So if you're a bit of a geek or you just love great stories, World Stealers is for you.
Find us at the Gates of Mordor or wherever you listen to podcasts.
You know things, I know some too. Sit right down, the femsplain them to you. If there's a thing you want to explain, these two feminists can entertain. Nerdy stuff, sexy stuff, so much to know. Tune in for the Femsplain Show. Femsplain!
Click.
Hi, Diana.
Hi, Avalon.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good, but how are you doing today?
What
That's
are you
more important.
doing right now?
What am I doing? I'm recording a podcast. What are you doing?
Ugh, same.
Oh, do we want to just end it there?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, it's kind of awkward if we're both recording a podcast at the same time, I think.
I think you're right.
We should probably take turns.
Wait, but what's your podcast called?
I haven't come up with a name yet because I don't really like naming things. It makes me feel vulnerable.
Wait, did we swap personalities? I feel like that's...
No, that's my personality.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
We're very...
It's like the part of me that can't create characters. Like,
Oh my God.
can't be like creatively open.
Wow. And here I thought I knew a different side of you.
No. In fact, I don't think you know any sides of me.
Well, you know what? It has been 1,000,000 years since we've spoken. So
Listen, I don't need that. I know that you're trying to be cute, but I can tell it's passive aggressive, and I don't need that.
that is one thing about me, is that I'm always passive aggressive.
Everyone thinks I'm the mean one, but I am not.
No, it's actually me. I'm just full of scorn all the time. But I don't know, the podcast that I'm recording tonight is called Femsplained. So if you can't name your podcast tonight, Avalon, maybe you just want to jump in on this one that we're doing right now.
I mean, that would be easier. I'm a little too busy to really figure out my own shit, so, I feel a little bit weird about bandwagoning.
Oh,
But,
no, it'd be
I guess...
totally cool. I totally want you on board.
Is that sarcastic?
I thought, passive aggressive maybe, but not.
You know who I don't want on board?
Who?
Anyone listening.
Yeah, fuck the listeners.
I want a podcast with 0 listeners. That is the goal of this. And if you fucking post this somewhere, I'll scream.
That's fine. I'm not going to put this anywhere online. It's not going to be hosted. Certainly not on Spotify or any other place where podcasts are hosted.
So just for some context, I think I have some sick person, like, weird energy.
I'm getting that. It's coming at me. I feel it.
I was in my boss's office today and we were making whatever. We were talking about surveys. No one cares about this story. But the point is, he printed me a piece of paper that was a copy of another survey that we could use as an example.
Yeah.
And we both decided we didn't like it, so we didn't use it. But at the end of the meeting, no one had referenced the paper. But as I got up to leave, I gestured at the paper on the table and said, "That is not my burden." And he reacted similarly to you, which is that he laughed and clutched his chest.
Good.
And he looked at me and through tears of laughter said, everything you say makes me feel sad.
That exact exchange, I know I can't say what the topic is because we have no man yet, but that exact exchange that you had in real life is actually a direct quote from, I'm sure, an episode of what we're going to talk about.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
sometimes, you know, and as we'll talk about in the episode, there are different kinds of burdens.
Yes. Yes.
There's Coach Dan burden, my math teacher in high school.
Mm-hmm.
There's the burden of recycling a piece of paper that you didn't print.
Yeah.
And there's the burden of, I guess I shouldn't say.
Making this podcast. There's the burden of making this podcast.
I was going to say one of the burdens involved in the show.
I know you were about to spoil it. It doesn't matter. It's okay.
Oh my God.
We can't have...
I just realized something.
All right? I've never seen Avalon's eyes get so wide. They're already pretty big.
I just realized that one of my key topics is going to come up.
Oh my God. I don't even know what you're referencing.
Favorite things to weirdly talk about.
Oh,
and creep
no.
everyone out.
I know. I realized that while I was watching the recap episode last night. I realized that it was going to come up and I got so happy.
Wow,
I can't
that feels
wait.
really meta for some reason.
Oh yeah, it is. It is. We have two recurring topics, and they are FMK and the topic that is going to come up.
We're going to bring both those up.
Oh yeah, we are.
But
it's going to be great. Yes, Avalon. No, I want you to go first with this. I need you to tell me what nerd culture has done for you lately.
No, I forgot about that. I was just going to do the podcast intro.
Oh no! Oh right. Sure.
Welcome to Femsplained.
Mm-hmm. Welcome.
Is girls only? Do we say girls only?
It's a girls only Clubhouse podcast. Yeah.
All right. I just wanted to make sure. It sounds like I'm doing a bit right now, but I actually was hesitant.
I know.
Because I was like, oh, is that like, I don't want to be too exclusive.
No, we're pretty exclusive.
Okay. Girls only nerd podcast Clubhouse starring Diana, who is there, and Avalon, who is here.
That's correct. But just because this is a girls only Clubhouse podcast doesn't mean we don't want other people of every gender and non-gender to listen, laugh, and learn with us. See, you get it.
See, okay, it's not
You're
so
jumping
bad.
on board with what our own podcast
with what I wrote. Doesn't mean people blah blah blah. We just think it's important to have these candid, femme-led conversations and spaces
about our experiences.
So we created that space. No matter how many articles I read online about the podcast bubble bursting and the fact that just because you have access to a microphone doesn't mean you should have a podcast, I don't care.
No, we've stopped caring about that.
Yeah. In fact, anytime I read those articles, it makes me laugh and it fuels me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You know why? Because I was thinking about it today when I was walking. And I remember when fucking cell phones had cameras for the first time. And the internet or just society at large was like, everyone's a photographer now. What does being a photographer even mean if chumps have access to photography?
Wow, you're so right. Holy shit.
It's just like,
wow.
Who is it hurting?
I forgot about that, and now
just
I'm mad.
People take pictures on their fucking phones. It is not threatening the art community. And just as such, you and I screaming into the void is not threatening the entertainment industry.
We're not taking away Dan Harmon's spaces. We're not taking up room where someone else could be.
And you know what? Instagram did not ruin Ansel Adams.
No, you're right.
Just made that shit accessible.
Mm-hmm. Are you cool? Are you okay?
Yeah, but I think that I just realized that I will lose my voice in the course of this podcast.
Yes, it's gonna go away. All right, you know what? Let's get it out before you lose your voice. No, seriously, what has nerd culture done for you lately? It's been like 2 months. So
I can't
come on.
think of anything.
That's not true at all.
Oh, we started playing the Neverland game.
Yes,
So
that's a
what
huge
you've done
deal
for me lately. Game of Thrones has started, which is something nerd culture-wise that's done for everyone lately. That has nothing to do with the episode. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry.
No one read the title of the episode. I started playing Final Fantasy VII on my Switch.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I haven't played it since it was on the PlayStation.
Wow.
So it's been interesting. It was accidentally too easy for me because I didn't realize that I had accidentally put, like, a setting on that makes you always have your special move fully powered up. And I didn't want to, but, like, I couldn't figure out how to turn it off. And when it's fully powered up, it doesn't give you an option to do anything else. So I was just, like, fucking blowing my way through the first few levels. So I turned it off, and now it's suddenly really hard, which is great.
Good.
Am I forgetting anything?
Well, I don't know. You have to tell me.
I don't know.
Our Neverland game, tell me your thoughts. Nerd out about it a little bit.
Well, I have a lot of thoughts about our Neverland game. One is that if you're listening to this, you should be watching that. Two is that it makes me feel like crippling insecurity. 3, I've never been so self-conscious in my life.
Oh my God.
4, it's not happening often enough. 5,
I agree.
I have complicated feelings about playing a jerk character.
I know. But your makeup game is so strong. You're really leaning in.
Okay, thanks. All right, so I've been doing my makeup as inspired by the character that I'm playing, but I feel like that's not translating very well, and it just looks like I am a weirdo and who wears weird makeup and does a weird job.
Okay, first of all, I want everyone to know she's not wearing like green skin or anything. She just has like power makeup on. It's like
it's also just like blackface. And I'm afraid it's not coming across.
No, it's
properly.
just she's just
because
wearing...
I'm a drow, you know, so
she's just wearing a smoky eye, but it's really coming across as like as a power move. It's good.
Nice. I like it. I like doing it. It's fun. Because it's the only time I wear makeup besides burlesque. So, and it's been fun, and it's been nice getting to know the other players a little bit. Even though I do actually kind of wish I was getting to know them more. But I like it when we all engage on Twitter.
Yeah, me too. The Twitter conversations afterwards are always a hoot. And
yeah.
the memes have been really good. It's been a really fun time.
But it seems like everybody's like got a pretty good alignment.
Yeah.
And I don't. And I just feel like I don't know how that's gonna go.
It's complicated. It's hard to be in a D&D party and not be one of the chaotic good because everyone's fucking chaotic good all the time.
Yeah, right?
It's really hard.
It's also really hard not to tell Diana what to do with the story.
Yeah.
It's like one of the only things that we do creatively together, but that like I don't have any ability to be bossy about.
Yes. Oh,
and that's
boy.
challenging for me because I am bossy.
Yeah. I will say that it is one of the few areas of my life where I get to be bossy.
Yeah.
Is in D&D game. It's like the only time ever that I'm being assertive.
Yeah.
So it's like playing a character for me
bossy.
too.
You called me out.
What did I do?
With my fucking I want to grab my dagger and pretend like I'm asleep. That made me laugh a lot.
That was so good.
Yeah.
That was so good. Yeah, and I would never do that in real life. I would just let you stab me.
Yeah. That was pretty funny.
That was good.
Ugh. Oh, what has nerd culture done for you lately, I guess?
Yeah. So nerd culture for me lately has been largely prepping for COGS, which is coming up in exactly 1 month now. Yay. We are right 1 month away. I got no specifics, which makes me so anxious, but I got word that Wormwood Gaming is going to sponsor us and give us something.
Good job.
They're sending something in the mail for our gaming track, so that's really exciting. We also have So Nerdware giving us a discount code to give away.
Yeah.
We also have B-Bar's giving away a copy of Power Outage, which is an RPG for kids.
I want to play it so bad.
I know. I want to play it too. I'm so excited. So lots of cool stuff happening there. And then, Game of Thrones dropping is like kind of out of the blue. Also a good nerd thing that's happened. And then I think that's it. I think that's it for me. I mean, but that's been pretty busy.
I genuinely think that this year is going to be a cultural, like, blip on the line chart in some way, in hindsight. What I'm saying makes no sense. Let me say it again.
Say that again, because that made absolutely no sense.
Aliens. All right. What I'm trying to say is there are a lot of, like, culturally significant epics that are having a conclusion this year.
Oh,
and I genuinely think it will, like, set the tone for other culture. I think it'll have a ripple effect. Like, whether it makes people kind of depressed or, like, makes people want a totally different palate cleanser. Like, I think that 2019 to 2020, there's going to be a drastic shift in what people have, like, cravings for in terms of their media. Because of Star Wars ending, because of Game of Thrones ending, and because of Avengers ending all in the same year.
Oh, fuck, you're so right. I didn't realize all the trifecta of them are all ending at the same time.
And I think it's going to make people, like, feel... I think it's going to create a vacuum, right, of, like, fandoms. And I think that something, like, a lot of really new shit is going to flood in immediately into that vacuum.
Oh, I don't know. Like an $11 million budget D&D related animated series coming. $11 million.
Yeah. Or, like, what about an $18 billion budget podcast of two girls?
Yeah.
Talking.
Let's launch that Kickstarter. It'll be a hoot. Do I see? Is that Diana in the background? I've never seen her before.
Yeah, she died about 6 inches away from her charging port.
That sounds like me.
She tried to drag herself to her home port, but she didn't make it.
That sounds like she was named well. So, all right. Nerd culture is doing a lot for a lot of people, but we have a topic to get to, and I think that we should let a man come in and feed it to us.
In a man's everything's explained. In a man's tell the ladies what to say. In a man's Putting 1 minute on the man watch and go. Game of Thrones. Yes, I love Game of Thrones. Oh, you mean the show? Yeah, I mean the show's fine, but have you read the books? No. I've been reading them since 1996. Did you know that that's how far back they go? You know, all you people who jumped on the mainstream bandwagon, you sit here complaining because you haven't gotten to watch season 8 in like a year. How about those of us who waited 5 years between A Storm of Swords and A Feast for Crows? Or 6 years between A Feast for Crows and A Dance with Dragons? You act like you're the victim. Do you know who the real victims are? Those of us who have been reading the books. Because without the books, how am I supposed to go up to you and be like, Red Wedding? Huh, I saw that coming. Jon Snow dying? Yeah, way ahead of you on that. Without the books, I'm nothing. And that's your mansplain minute.
All right. So now we know
he's a fucking animal.
He is an animal. Francis needs to be locked up and or put down.
Yeah, I'm going to say lock him up, then put him down.
Yeah.
Also, he's totally a liar. He didn't read the books until after the show came out.
I had a feeling. But now we know the topic because a man has said it to us, and it is Game of Thrones.
I gotta say, and I said this earlier, I'm gonna say it again. I've got some weird energy.
Mm-hmm.
I can feel it.
I love it. I'm on board with your weird energy.
Yeah, I got Ice Cube brain.
So I will say that while I do watch Game of Thrones and am 100% caught up on the series, I feel like my level of caring about Game of Thrones is not deserving of the femsplain mantle. And I think that you deserve the femsplain on this one.
Why? Can you tell me why you don't care?
Because while I've watched it and I've technically seen it all, have I absorbed it? I don't know. I can't. To me, in my eyes, I could just watch all the clips of Daenerys Targaryen being Khaleesi, and then I'd be fine, I think.
Okay.
I don't have like as full of an investment, I think.
Well, so, okay. I think that it's been long enough since we recorded a femsplaining episode that we can come up with a new format if we want to. So the reason I'm asking that is, do you want me to try to explain the show, or do you want us to just start like talking about it tangentially?
Okay, I think this is too popular for necessarily a femsplain, but I want your thoughts.
Says the girl that maybe femsplained Harry Potter.
The books though. The books, which is a different story. We're doing the show. We're not doing
Right.
Yeah, this is a different tale.
The first thing I'll say is that I do not think that Game of Thrones is that good of a book series for high fantasy.
What? Yeah, no, obviously that's true.
I did read the first book when I was a kid, way before the show, and I did not feel compelled to buy a second book because there was like no fantasy in it.
Yeah. Well, it's not. Well, it's definitely not high fantasy. Is why.
Well, no, but
it's
the
medieval.
Cover made it look like it would be.
Yes, it's
I
totally
had to go get some,
misleading.
Like, weird ass like Piers Anthony or some shit. I don't remember.
Yeah.
And then I was happy. So I don't think that it is deserving of this sort of high fantasy treatment.
No, it's medieval fantasy, and that's
But medieval fantasy is usually high fantasy. Like I can't really think of other examples of just like semi-fantasy.
Well, so I think Lord of the Rings toes the line between medieval fantasy and high fantasy.
No, it's high fantasy.
I think it's got a little bit. There's a little of the line there. It's not Narnia, where.
What the fuck are you talking about? There are fantasy races as main characters.
Yeah.
And magic using.
I know. Well, there's all of those things in Game of Thrones.
No, there aren't. It's just humans.
There are giants.
Barely. That's the problem.
There's undead.
The
There's
magic
witches.
Elements like giants, like witches, like dragons are like fucking never in the picture.
Right, which is why I classify it as medieval fantasy and not high fantasy.
But Lord of the Rings has those things in the picture all the time.
Right, but I think that it still kind of rides the line a little bit.
You know what's higher fantasy than Game of Thrones?
What?
Star Trek.
Star Trek, absolutely.
Seriously.
Oh no, absolutely. You're 100% on track with that.
So, also, all right. Can I criticize those who do what I don't or cannot?
Yes. Yes. In what way?
Yeah. Okay. Right. Finish the fucking books.
It's not gonna happen, Avalon.
It's not gonna happen.
It's not gonna happen.
No part of me thinks it'll ever happen.
No.
But I think that is bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Just finish your shit.
It's not gonna happen. And the thing is, now there's no motivation for it to happen because it's done. It's over.
No, but now he's coming back and being like, well, however HBO finishes it isn't going to be canon, because then when I finish it, I'm going to do it different.
And literally no one cares. No one cares.
I will be so mad because he had ample opportunities to get off his ass.
I know.
Hire a ghostwriter.
Ugh.
Rip off a fanfic. I don't care. Just get it done.
Oh, hey, Avalon, you're really coming out swinging already for the side of evil. That's not
That's
good.
all I'm gonna do. I'm just here to swing.
Yeah. So I presume you watched the first episode of the last season because
The first episode of the last season?
it's the last season of the show.
First episode of the current season. I thought you meant like the last one, like last week.
The last one.
All right. Well,
being
first of all,
that.
spoiler warning
So many
for this whole podcast.
The rest of this podcast going forward is one big spoiler.
Assume
Yeah.
that we will say any.
All right. I just want I want you to femsplain to me season 8, episode 1. That's what I want.
Okay,
Tell
I will
me.
do that. Should I femsplain it to somebody who I know has seen the first 7 seasons, or femsplain it to somebody who went to a watch party and had never seen it before?
Oh God. Yeah, the second one. Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. Why would you put that on the table if you weren't ready for it?
No, it's fine. Opening scene.
Yeah.
There's a little kid. There's like a little pauper of a kid running around between the legs of like some old-timey looking folks who are standing on 2 sides of a road watching an old-timey parade. And that kid, it seems like they're important because the camera's following them. They're not important.
They're
what you're
nothing.
Picking up on is that it's sort of significant in that it's like a cinematic callback to the very first episode. Or maybe the very first season. When Arya, who we then cut to, was doing the same kind of little kid shenanigans while the king came to town. But that's not what's happening, or is it? Cut to Arya.
Good. Keep going. Keep going.
Arya is the name of the plain brunette tomboy character.
Uh-huh.
I am not assigning that descriptor to the actress, but that is how the character is meant to be. And she likes to stab things, and she's really tough stuff.
She
is in the crowd watching some important people come into her town.
Mm-hmm.
Including her long-lost brother, John. Her long-lost brother, John's new girlfriend. The Queen of Dragons.
The Queen Mother of Dragons, Khaleesi.
She is the only person with dragons. She is arguably the rightful heir to a throne that's currently being contested.
She
in
also
the series.
has a brand new wig that looks a lot better this year.
I actually think this year's wig is worse than last year's wig. But year 1's wig
Oh, yeah.
is real bad.
It's so bad. It's like, it gives her like twice as much head height. It's like,
Yeah.
it's like, yeah.
So that happens, and then whoosh, here come the dragons. So then you cut to a bunch of character reactions of seeing the dragons for the first time, including Arya's pretty sister, Sansa, who we used to think was dumb, but now is not dumb because she had what? Character development through trauma!
Woo! Women who are abused become better women. That's the story that we're telling.
Yeah, fortunately she was raped a lot and then became a real person.
Oh, thank God.
Also, you know who else is there?
Who?
I don't remember other people.
Yeah.
Almost everybody. I feel like 75% of the significant characters are in this place.
Yes.
And it's one of the first times because they've been far flung.
Mm-hmm.
Which is what makes it a good high fantasy.
Yeah.
Is that you need all of the characters to always, like, very annoyingly just barely be missing each other.
Yes, that is very true. I was the most disappointed by one character's lack of interaction in this entire episode, even though we know she was there.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Tyrion.
No. Who did we knew that she was there, but we never got to have any interaction with her in this entire episode. We have no context for her.
The helper girl?
No.
I mean, we saw her. I don't know who. Give her a nickname, man. Fuck it.
Yeah.
I can't do it either.
I don't know. Brunhilde. Tilda Swinton.
Oh, yeah! So, if you have not watched Game of Thrones, you should watch all of them, and they do a really good job of making up nicknames for characters that are easier to remember than their real names.
Yeah.
So, Tilda Swinton, fuck. Now I don't remember it. Yeah, we didn't see her. She was there?
No, we saw her. She's there.
She just didn't.
She didn't do anything or interact with anyone, which makes me very sad.
That's all right.
Yeah.
Do you think she should fuck that guy?
Yes, 100%.
Yeah, you don't think he's too creepy?
I ship it so much. I think she's being equally, flirty.
She's not being equally flirty. She's definitely not being equally flirty. But you don't want her to get together with Jamie?
No, fuck. I don't want anybody to fuck Jamie ever.
You don't forgive Jamie?
Am I supposed to forgive Jamie?
Yeah, he had character development through
trauma.
Actually, you know what? That's not true. He had character development through a woman putting emotional labor.
Exactly. That's why I don't think that Jaime Lannister deserves my support. I think he's gotten slightly better, but nah.
No,
I'm not on board.
I just love him and feel sorry for him now.
I used to think that he looked like Dennis Leary, and so I had a slight bit of crush on him, and then I just lost it all.
Our friend Dennis or the comedian?
Dennis Leary, not our friend Dennis O'Leary.
All right, I think we can all agree that's a pretty easy mistake to make.
I would so much no to all of that. Yeah,
I was like, wow, you're really putting that out there.
Yeah.
I think that he has, to me, gotten more handsome.
I am mad that they decided to stop making the Lannisters blonde.
Why?
Why did they do this?
First of all, Cersei is still blonde. She's just the color of piss.
Yeah, they made.
There's no human being with hair that color.
No, it's her wig is the worst one of all the wigs.
It looks like she has been a lifeguard all summer.
Yeah.
And the fucking chlorine has dyed her hair.
And no one told her about purple shampoo, and she is just the one idiot with the fucking brass colored hair
and meanwhile,
at the poolside.
But Jamie's hair just turned brown. That I can't even narratively explain that.
No, that's not
symbolic, and then I can totally.
That's not how the passage of time works. It doesn't you don't age and your blonde hair turns into
maybe he has
dark brown.
I don't know, frolicking in the sun as much as he used to.
I read a fan theory that the Lannisters bleach their hair, and he's been away so long that he hasn't been able to.
Diana. First of all, the sentence I want to hear the least from anyone is, I read a fan theory that. For the rest of this episode, if I hear that, I will scream. Second of all, that is the biggest waste of my time of any stupid fan theory I have ever heard. Why the fuck?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Why did anyone take the time?
I don't know. Someone
to say, I bet their hair color changed because they used to treat it with bleach and then they stopped.
Yep. Well, this is what some people
What about
spend
Tyrion?
Time. He's still got dirty blonde hair.
No.
Yes, he does. He's got golden locks. He does.
No, he does not. He has greasy brown hair.
Nah, he's got.
But his season 1 wig is a mop of gold.
I know. He's still got golden brown hair.
All right, I have a fan theory.
Tell me your fan theory, Avalon.
I have a fan theory that Cersei is the sun. And the less time that her brothers spend near her, the browner their hair gets.
Yeah. They have to use less and less purple shampoo.
I have a theory that Daenerys is the moon.
Uh-huh.
And so the people who are around her are sleepy.
Wow. This is phenomenal. All right. So, keep going. Season 8, episode 1. We're introduced to a slew of all these characters now in the same place after however many seasons of them all being in separate areas and doing separate things and completely being away.
the incredibly significant, supposedly, but completely forgettable Bran.
Bran, who... Oh.
I could see Bran. 5 minutes could go by.
And I
could
forget.
see Bran again, and I would feel like, oh yeah.
I feel like anytime I've read any opinions on Game of Thrones anywhere, every time Bran comes up, I see the phrase, and Bran has whatever Bran has. Like, nobody has put thought into Bran's characterization, his powers, whatever. It's just, no one has the time to care about that boy.
That the Bran situation is one of the few things that, like, the book readers still feel a little bit superior about, because I think it's a little bit clearer in the book.
Probably, but
I mean,
I'm not here
it
for
was
that.
A little bit clearer in the first book. Like, they talk about Bran quite a bit, but I still don't care. And
no.
The reason I don't care, and you would think I would care, because he's the only high fantasy character.
Yeah, exactly. Well,
not only, but he's one of the most fantastic
for sure
characters.
Yes.
But it's because they're just fucking stringing that along and then getting bored with it and, like, dropping it for a while and then stringing it along again. Like, you know what? I stopped biting.
The story is written to make him forgettable, and I think that's fair.
Yeah. Do I think that he's creeping everyone out, sitting in his chair, refusing to, like, even be rolled under a pavilion?
No.
Absolutely.
That was terrifying. Him just staring at everyone.
Who was putting him there?
Who rolled him into the perfect line of sight for everyone walking through town?
Right?
Yeah.
And, you know, I said that out loud at the watch party that I went to. And, you know, somebody said to me, his arms work, he put himself there. And, you know, I forgot his arms work because I haven't seen him do anything in so long.
He lays there like he can't do anything else.
But he used to hold on for dear life all the time to Hodor. Like, he's got upper body strength. He just gave up.
Yeah, now he just sits there looking ominous, and it's an energy that I can't get on board with.
No.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of pretentious.
Yeah. But I do guess he was probably waiting and looking for Jaime. I expect he knew Jaime was going to be there because I guess knows everything.
He knows everything, but somehow is not helpful.
Mm-hmm.
He's only retroactively helpful even though he knows everything.
So far, he hasn't really...
Which I guess is kind of a little Merlin-y.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a little Merlin-y.
He is the only character that receded as a character through trauma. He's the only character that undeveloped through trauma.
He got less interesting. And less awesome. So, well, no, Cersei also. Cersei went through trauma and got worse as a character.
She got more evil.
More evil.
But I think she got more interesting.
Okay, but I'm not calling that. Well, I guess
I'm not calling you ever again. You don't like what's going on with Cersei?
Okay. All right, can I just say with Cersei, all right, she's terrible and evil. She's the worst. But I hate her more than anything because of that one fucking piece of dialogue with whatever the hot gay pirate's dumb brother.
You mean in this episode?
In this episode.
Did you say the hot gay pirate's dumb brother?
Yeah.
Who are you talking about?
What's his fucking name? Oh, her cousin. Her cousin.
Oh, you're talking about the girl.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about Theon. And I was like, are you calling him gay because his penis was chopped off?
No, I'm talking about the
Are you calling him hot because you're stupid?
No. The hot gay pirate.
About the hot girl.
Yes.
Yeah. It's
her
uncle.
cousin. Uncle. Sorry, thank you. Whatever.
It's fine. His name is Urine.
Oh, God.
And maybe that's not how you pronounce it, but it's Urine.
It's Urine. His name is
and
Urine.
So you'll never forget it, I hope, because his name is Urine.
Yeah. She had that stupid piece of dialogue that I've seen posted maybe, I don't know, it's got to be at least 30 times in just the last couple of days.
What? When she's like, you're boring?
No.
Or you're not boring?
No. If you want a whore, pay for her. If you want a queen, earn her. That fucking line.
Excuse me, are you mad about that because of sex workers?
No, I'm mad about that because she said it and then 30 seconds later she slept with him for free like an idiot.
She didn't sleep with him for free.
She did. She
slept with him for strategy.
No, her strategy should have been to wait until she got all the things she wanted.
She was waiting too long. She was losing him. She's like got nothing left.
Oh, gross.
And she has a baby that she needs to pretend like is somebody's.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Oh, I forgot about the fucking baby. Did they show the baby at all in this episode?
No, she's not showing yet.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's there. And it is presumably not okay.
Yeah.
It is her 4th incest baby. And she is in her 40s.
Yeah. It's going to be fucked up.
Yeah.
And Jamie in the last season was already like starting to get not okay about her flirting with this Urine guy, right?
Yeah. He was hurt because he grew feelings.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Because he had a platonic female friend for the first time. And then he was good.
And then, yeah. He learned that women are people.
Oh, and then his daughter accepted him.
Oh, and then she was poisoned.
Yeah.
Aww.
I like them, and I'm sad that they threw them away the way that they did.
Yeah.
The sand snakes.
Yeah.
They were like the best part of the show.
They were, and they really got, I just rewatched it, so they really got like a kind of a dirty ending.
Yeah, it was too quick. Honestly, I would just watch a show about them.
Yeah, it was too quick.
Yeah.
If all of them had gotten a different horrible ending, like the 2 primary ones did, it would have been a little bit more interesting.
Yeah, no, I wanted them to like be around long enough that they could have weird team ups.
Yeah.
With some of the other characters.
That would have been great.
And I mean that both sexually and strategically.
Yes. So you mentioned hating a character.
I hate
and I want
a lot of characters
to know more about it because I'm fascinated with how you can hate her.
I know the listeners right now are thinking, they must mean Daenerys. And how controversial to hate Daenerys. But no, it's even more controversial than that.
It is. Well, you also do hate Daenerys.
Yeah, but I don't hate her as much.
Okay. But tell me, all right. Talk to me about how you hate this character.
I hate Ygritte.
All right. Why? Why?
Why not?
No, you're the one with the strong feelings. Tell me why.
There is nothing redeeming about her at all. There is no point to her. She's stupid.
Would you
she's
care?
Stupid and she's got a stupid way of saying things with her teeth. And you know what? When she's sexy, it makes me feel creeped out.
Wow, okay.
And I don't know how else to say it. But I don't like her and I don't trust her.
Okay, sure.
And I didn't... I cared when she died just because I felt sorry for Jon. But I didn't really care. She's just like your high school girlfriend, you know?
Sure.
You're not going to marry her.
Oh my god. Okay. All right.
She's good at a bow and arrow. And that's normally something that I think is cool. But she just wouldn't stop.
I guess... Well, I guess she did.
She did, you're right. She didn't stop.
She didn't stop. So, okay, so you hate Daenerys. So talk to me about that because Daenerys is a controversial character for sure, but you seem
I just feel like Daenerys has outstayed her welcome in terms of the plot. Like, I feel like there's nothing else interesting happening with Daenerys. Like, I don't know. I think that like a dramatic Daenerys death, maybe like a season and a half ago, that would have been the time.
Oh, but what if she doesn't die? What if the end of the show is her and Jon Snow like ruling the Seven Kingdoms together? Because
I'll be disappointed.
Because that is the Song of Ice and Fire, is the two of them.
Yeah, but like songs don't always mean happy endings.
I don't think it's going to be necessarily happy.
What you just described has no conflict.
But yeah, I'm assuming a lot of people
there is not going to be a happy couple ruling at the end. Whoever is ruling at the end will have suffered whatever the greatest possible personal loss could be.
Or what if it's like two separate kingdoms, the North and the South at the end? Her and Jon Snow separately. What about that?
I don't think that she deserves anything. She may deserve, like, to rule the peoples that she liberated and grew up with, like the culture across the sea. All of that shit makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't think she's owed anything.
Right.
I don't think that she's good at leading.
No, she's actually objectively not. I do agree with you there. And I think that it's very weird that, like, these people that she's liberated are following her to now, like, do world conquest. It's like, to me, it's like if suddenly Bernie Sanders, like, won the election and then was like, all right, time to take over the UN. We're gonna overthrow it, and now you guys come with me. Like, it's like a shift in the message.
Yeah, I also think that, like, okay, so she is young, and I know she's even younger in the books than she is in the show,
right?
Like, as a character, but I don't see any growth from her sort of naivete. Like, she has some of the wisest counselors ever, blah blah blah, and like mentors and like people that she's able to dialogue with, and I'm sure that has facilitated some growth for her, but I would say, like, not really a remarkable amount. She still makes choices that are kind of stupid.
Yes.
And I'm not saying she needs to be perfect, because, like, of course she makes stupid choices, but in terms of, like, my investment or interest in her as a character, like, she's hit a ceiling.
Yeah.
For me. I also do think that her ultimate whiteness and her, like, dancing around the world and, like, picking up, like, marginalized sort of people of color.
That objectively, that's what she's doing.
is a little bit problematic.
Yeah.
And then those people, like, not really getting a lot of character development and having, like, extremely primitive and or limited culture and language. It's, like, a little bit weird.
Well, I do like that her... Well, I don't think that that's been true, except for... Well, I guess the Dothraki have, but the...
Yeah, but what about the Unsullied?
But the Unsullied have extremely highly educated, like, people among them, including the one that's her advisor.
That worm guy?
No, the girl.
Oh, she's not Unsullied.
Oh, she's not? Wait, isn't she?
Well, she was like a slave.
Like, yeah, but
I'm talking about the guy, the
guys,
Unsullied, like, castrated warrior guys that, like, have been taught not to have names.
Yeah, but they
But those are, like, the bodies that she's throwing at the war.
Yeah, no, her motivation has taken her appeal to those people has taken a weird shift, and I don't necessarily understand why any of them haven't questioned it yet.
I think my problem with her is that her motivation has never changed.
Yeah.
Despite a lot of new information.
Yeah.
And experiences.
Yeah.
And it is getting to the point where I'm like, oh, like, maybe she's crazy.
Maybe. Or, although the thing is, if the only ever time dragons existed was when someone was destined to be on the throne, and then 3 baby dragons, like, bonded to you for the
Yeah.
second time in history.
Yeah.
You might think in terms of prophecy. You might think,
That's
like
fair.
your mind might become like geared towards thinking that is literally like a manifest destiny.
That's really fair.
Yeah, I think
and
that
it begs an explanation for what the fuck the dragons were thinking.
yeah, dragons, get your shit together.
Also, why can't Jon Snow have that same weird heat tolerance, or has he just never had the opportunity to find out?
Why would he know that? He was never
Well, like presumably he's like been around fire.
Yeah, but like,
or he's taken like presumably he's like known for taking really hot baths or like whatever the fuck.
I don't think you would ever know that because you're taught forever not to, touch flames. And Daenerys lived her whole life, up until the birth of dragons, not being lit on fire. So,
Yeah, but she had that weird hot bath thing.
Oh, I guess so. Yeah.
But it made it seem like it was a self-harm thing. That she was like, hotter.
So
That's exactly what she sounds like.
that is her voice. So, okay.
So she's like, I think she's a really valuable character for the story. I just have gotten bored with her.
Okay. I think that's fair.
Whereas Ygritte is just a fucking girl in a refrigerator and I don't need her.
Fantastic. I think, all right, the end of the episode that just happened is, I guess the very end of the episode is Jaime looking and staring at Bran and having deep eye contact. But the last, thing, actually maybe the only thing that happens the entire episode besides people staring at each other is the White Walker, message of that girl, pinned in the wall.
So many things that happened in this episode. I don't know what the fuck you're talking
No,
about.
nothing
But
happened
that
in this
was
episode.
Scary.
Yeah.
A lot of really important stuff happened.
No, everybody
really
just
important conversations happened.
so many. It was an episode of Gilmore Girls. Was the episode?
love the Gilmore Girls.
It was just so many people looking at each other and talking. But
Yeah, they have a lot of shit to say.
I know, but I'm not disputing that. But okay, so the White Walkers left this message, right? And where was this? Because this is my big issue with this episode. Is that where was this that this happened? That the White Walkers aren't already there. How were they able to leave this message? And why aren't they already at their fucking doorstep?
Yeah, I feel that way too.
What did they
especially
send
when,
one White Walker forward to come and make this message, and then they're all still somehow back, 3 days out?
It seems very inconsistent to me how far Winterfell is.
Yeah.
From the wall. Also, I kind of feel like with the elevation gain that happened when Jon and Daenerys were having that pod racer scene with the dragons, that they would have been like, oh shit, there's that other dragon flying.
I thought that was going to
20
happen.
miles that way.
I thought that was going to happen.
Yeah.
I was really waiting for that.
Or at least that they would have seen a huge marching army, halfway between the wall and Winterfell. Even if they were flying in a different direction, I would think that they would see it.
Yeah.
So that was a little bit weird to me. And I agree.
Yeah. It didn't make sense.
The logistics of that were not making any sense to me. But it made me think, okay, so maybe a bunch of White Walkers are marching towards Winterfell confusingly slowly. Because presumably they don't have to rest. But maybe the one with the dragon isn't going there and went loop-de-loop around and is going somewhere else.
Oh, okay.
Which would be potentially unexpected.
That would be a good twist. That would be good. Legit. Yeah.
Except that we know in the preview for the next episode that they're going to attack.
Oh, yeah.
Although we didn't see the dragon.
No, that's true. We didn't.
I feel betrayed by that dragon being turned.
Oh,
I think that it's an interesting plot point, but it is one that made me feel personally betrayed.
It's very...
There are some plot points over the years of this show that have made you feel personally betrayed.
personally betrayed. Okay, the witch getting that little girl killed, that entire scene.
Oh, yeah.
I thought that was maybe the worst thing I've ever seen on television ever.
A lot of people have said that.
It made me feel physically ill. It made me so mad. It was maybe the worst thing I've ever seen and watched. I don't give a shit about the red wedding. That was like that was the worst thing. Yeah.
Yeah. I also was underwhelmed by the red wedding.
I was surprised by the red wedding.
I didn't see it coming because I hadn't read that book.
Yeah, I was surprised by the red wedding because I had also not seen the full series up until that point. I was given cliff notes and then forced to watch who. What do you? Yeah, I was given you. I was given like 4 like important episodes to watch. And then, like, cliff notes in between to catch up.
That's unacceptable.
Because I had, like, 48.
That's why you're not more attached to it.
I had, like, I went back after and watched everything.
I know, but I still think that you were deprived
But
of something.
when I watched The Red Wedding for the first time, I was shocked. But I was just like, this is just gore porn. It didn't feel like,
It, like, had Evil Dead feelings for me, where it was just like,
here's the grossest thing you can do.
But I wasn't disturbed by it. Which I have said out loud to people, and they've been like, you watch someone plunge a knife into, like, a 9-month pregnant woman's belly, and that wasn't disturbing to you. But it just seemed so over the top.
Yeah, I agree.
The scene, so I didn't really care for that scene either. The one with the little girl stuff, by any means. And I saw it recapped recently, and it was difficult. But I think that the scene that, like, I was most, like, I need to, like, take a walk because I'm so upset that this happened was that when the Red Viper fought the mountain and, like, it seemed like he was gonna win.
Oh.
And then he, like, squished his eyes with his thumbs and it, like, all happened so fast.
Oh, you're so right.
I
forgot about that.
Furious that happened.
Yeah.
Because I was feeling particularly close to Tyrion at that point. Like, he was, like, really important that season. And, like, it was just devastating.
No.
There were so many stakes involved in that, and it was so not okay.
No, you're right.
And that guy was really hot.
Yeah,
and he was fighting really cool.
He was doing such a good job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was, like, one of the times that I was the most, like, fuck this show.
Yeah. I get it. All right, so that was the times that you were like, fuck this show. When I found out
that Tyrion's prostitute girlfriend didn't actually love him. Or
no, she
betrayed
did.
Him in some capacity.
She was afraid. She absolutely did love him. She was afraid.
I was still really disappointed. But she was fucking his dad.
Yeah, because she had to. She was a fuck. What? Oh, God. All right,
She didn't have to fuck his dad.
She was...
Maybe she had to betray him. Maybe not. But I felt betrayed also. What, are you gonna fuck my dad, Diana? Why are you giving me that face?
Because I'm sorry, Avalon. But I gotta fuck your dad. So, no. All right. These are the times when the show has betrayed us. And has made you say, maybe fuck that show.
Yeah.
When has the show made you say, I want to fuck that person? And
all right, I'm going to back up real quick and say my first fuck that show was when they killed Sansa's dog.
Yes, 100%. Yeah.
And then we can go to which of the direwolves do you want to fuck the most?
No, okay. So, fuck, marry, kill. Not the direwolves.
Trick question, where's Ghost?
I don't know.
I don't know either. Should I know?
No. Oh, well, not that I don't understand.
Hold on, I gotta Google where is Ghost.
Where is Ghost? That's gonna come up with a good response.
No, it's the right thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was hoping it would be really silly. So silly. Sorry, I was reading the word serious as I said silly, and my brain was like, Celery. Continue.
Okay.
What were you saying?
So, fuck, marry, kill Game of Thrones characters.
Are we that far along in the show?
We're past that. I'm going to start with because I know it's your favorite topic, the Lannisters. We're going to do all the siblings.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, fuck Jaime, marry Tyrion, kill Cersei.
Fuck Jaime, marry Tyrion, kill Cersei.
That's the only answer.
Yeah, no, I guess that's an easier one than I thought it would be. Yeah.
What you want to say is, who do I want to ship among the Starks?
Which other non-incestual
what incest
sibling
do I want to create?
Yeah,
that
doesn't exist.
Previously?
We know that Avalon comes out strong for incest. And
especially in twins. I mean, you can't get any more taboo than that.
Wait, who's twins in the Starks?
Well, I was talking about the Lannisters.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'm going to say Theon and Sansa.
Theon?
Not technically
and
incest.
No, because they can't have sex because of...
First of all, a penis does not need to be there to have sex.
Well,
second of all, they just aren't related.
Oh.
But they were raised as siblings.
Yeah.
Because Theon's the pirate guy.
So doesn't that make it... your last defense for incest was that they weren't raised together, so it wasn't technically incest.
Yeah.
So now these were raised together, so it is technically incest.
Yeah. I think incest, it matters less about the genealogy and more about the conditioning.
Okay,
like,
I agree, but...
Yeah.
But you're still
Step
coming out strong.
Freaks me out more than adopted out, long-lost siblings.
Okay.
So, but they both have red hair, and he saved her, so they should get married.
Okay, great.
Or also, like, I mean, or they could be in a triad with his sister, because she is gay.
Yeah.
And sexual.
Yes.
I'm gonna say...
Yes.
No, I'm not gonna say that. I guess everyone's dead.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking that in the scene in the last episode where Jon and Arya have a heart-to-heart by the tree, and they hug, I wasn't thinking that I wanted them to fuck.
Oh my god!
But I was thinking for the first time, they're not actually related. And what I was thinking about is that there's got to be a lot of weird fan fiction out there about sibling incest.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
That suddenly is less taboo. And I was like, do those writers, are they less into it now? Or do they feel more inspired to, like, really dive into it?
Oh, probably the latter.
Like, there's
I have
probably a
to
lot
assume.
of, like, they always loved each other, but they resisted until the day Jon found out blah, blah, blah. And then he got to fuck Sansa. Or Arya.
Oh my god, stop. You leave Arya alone. You leave Arya alone.
We should not desexualize
She
her.
is a murderer and not deserving of this incest.
You don't like Arya?
No, I love her.
Oh.
I think that she needs to be...
You don't think she deserves a relationship?
She deserves one with someone who's going to be on her level and not some shitty, creepy ship.
What about Gendry?
I might be into that.
Yeah.
I
totally into that.
Yeah, I might be into that a lot. Yeah.
If anything, that dynamic is almost making her too sexual for me, because it's making her, like, a real power top.
Yes.
And, like, it's hard for me to go from seeing someone as a child to seeing them as, like, a dominatrix. Like, I need a little bit of an in-between.
Yeah. Some transitional phases.
Yeah, just, like, a little bit of transitional time.
All right. All right, let's see. FMK, Arya, Sansa, and Arya, Sansa,
Jon.
Yeah. Arya, Sansa, Jon. That's a good one.
I actually think this is a really interesting one, because I think this changes dramatically between seasons 1 and 8.
Yeah.
Not just because of the age thing. But some of those characters change a fuck ton.
Yes.
I'm gonna say
marry Arya.
I'm gonna marry
Sansa. I'm gonna marry Arya. I'm gonna fuck Sansa, and I'm gonna kill Jon. Because I think Jon, he may just survive. Like, whatever.
I'm gonna fuck Arya. and kill John.
Yeah.
But obviously, for like a solid 6 seasons, we would have been killing Sansa.
No, I would not have been.
God, she got raped so that she could become a more compelling character.
Thank God.
That I would want to marry.
Yeah. Woo. Oh my God. Fantasy writers.
Yeah, fantasy writers.
They're doing a good job. Especially the men.
That's all of them.
All right. So, all right. What's a grosser FMK? We need a... oh, that one was nice and palatable.
All right, we'll do FMK evil people.
Yeah.
So we'll do Ramsay Bolton.
Oh, okay.
Littlefinger.
Okay.
And I had a really good last one that I forgot.
Red Witch?
Joffrey.
Oh, Joffrey. Okay, all right. Really evil people. Okay. Kill Joffrey. That's easy.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely. Who are the other two? Littlefinger and who else?
Ramsay Bolton.
Oh, fuck Ramsay Bolton and marry Littlefinger. Yeah. Don't look at me like that. They're all bad. What's your answer?
It's my look is more like me trying to think what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna kill Ramsay, even though he's also the one I want to fuck, because he is the most deeply disturbing character to me.
Yeah.
And
that's why I
even though I don't know how to sexualize Joffrey, I'm gonna have to fuck Joffrey. And then marry Littlefinger. That's
yeah.
It's not that bad. It's not great, but it's not that bad.
No, it's not that bad, and like you can outsmart him sometimes. Probably he's like.
Ugh, I just feel like being married to him would be fucking exhausting.
It would be so exhausting. There would
be so much ego stroking, and there would be so much like dancing around.
Oh my God!
You and I have both already been married to Littlefinger.
God,
so we can handle it.
Yeah, we're ready for it.
Okay, what about? Okay, let's do a hard one because it's desirable people. Women edition.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got Marjorie.
Oof, yeah.
Daenerys.
Mm-hmm.
Daenerys is helper girl.
Fuck. Okay, I marry her. Yeah, I marry her 100%. I fuck Marjorie and I kill Daenerys. That's
perfect.
Yeah, that's the perfect answer.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's no other. I mean, in so many others, I would let Daenerys live, but that's that's the only answer.
All right, fuck, marry, kill Khal Drogo, Daenerys, Jon.
Kill Khal Drogo. Fuck Daenerys, marry Jon.
Fuck, marry, kill Daenerys, Jon, Ygritte.
Marry Ygritte. Fuck Daenerys, kill Jon.
That does not make any sense. I cannot crack this code. Okay.
There's no code.
All right. So the religious guy that hates gay people and wears no shoes.
Yeah.
Tywin Lannister, the dad Lannister, the old monk guy.
But kill the religious guy. Fuck old Lannister and marry, I guess, the monk guy. I don't really know.
Yeah.
I don't really have a strong opinion.
Yeah, that was a bad answer, but I think there were no good answers.
There was no good answer for that one.
Ooh, fuck, marry, kill the Stantons. That's not what they're called.
What?
The Baratheons.
The Baratheons.
You got Fat Robert.
Uh-huh.
You got the gay one with the pretty crown.
Mm-hmm.
And you've got the one that kills his daughter.
Yeah. Okay, kill that guy.
The daughter guy?
Killing the daughter guy. Fuck the other one and marry the fat one.
That's the wrong choice.
I don't know. What's the right choice, Avalon?
I think the right choice is marry the gay one.
Mm-hmm.
Because then you can do whatever you want. Kill Robert because he wants to die.
Mm-hmm.
and fuck the DILF one, because we'll pretend like that daughter thing didn't happen.
Oh, okay. I was not able to do that, but okay. Yeah. All right, one more, and then I think we are at the hour and a half mark.
I've got so many more.
All right, one more good one. Make it good.
No, you do one more. I do one more.
Okay. All right.
Mine's not gonna be that good.
Okay. Mine's not either, because we did all the ones I wanted to.
All right, I'm gonna go first.
Go.
Fuck, marry, kill the redheads. Sansa, Ygritte, and Red Lady.
Oh, wow, that's actually a hard one. Fuck. Kill the Red Lady.
Wrong.
Fuck Sansa, marry
Wrong.
Ygritte.
Wrong.
All right, you tell me your answer.
First of all, which of those seems like they would be the best fuck? Is it Sansa or is the Red Lady?
I don't like her.
Yeah, but she like fucks like it's her job.
I don't like her.
Is it because she's secretly old?
It's because she's
And you're
evil and
secretly
shitty.
Ageist?
No. No, I just think she's shitty and evil, and I am sorry, but I'm not attracted to that.
I think she's the hottest.
What is your answer to that?
Yeah, fuck her, marry Sansa, kill Ygritte 1,000 times. In 1,000 ways.
All right. Well, good. I don't have a good one. I don't have any ones left. So I think that is the one that we end as the apex, because that's the best one.
Yeah, but we didn't do anything with Brienne of Tar.
We just all fuck her in every.
All right. Well,
we
then
all
at
fuck her.
At the very least, I want to keep it going. And I would really like listeners to come up with any and all.
Yes,
Game of
please.
Thrones, GOTFMKs. Continue to bug me with that for years to come.
Yes, Game of Thrones FMKs for days, please. And also, please check out the Neverland game on Tuesday, every other Tuesday night. 10 Eastern, 7. I almost said
Pacific.
Western.
I mean, honestly, that's intuitive. It's East, Central, and then
East,
Western time.
Pacific.
Western time is when you put cowboy hats on.
Yeah, that's. We have that right before the show.
Yeah.
So 10 p.m. Eastern at the femsplaining Twitch. We have, I think, a lot of other cool things coming up. I think we've got our Francis doing his indie night sometime this week.
Yeah.
I'm really excited
Divorce
about
night coming up.
Divorce night. Yeah.
We have a lot of, I think, fun and good programming on our Twitch, twitch.tv/femsplained. If you go there, you can subscribe with your free Amazon Prime membership. And you can see our calendar for things that we're planning on doing with the approximate day that we might do it.
Yeah, exactly. And we will let you fucking know. And just talk to us on Twitter. Email us at femsplainpodcast@gmail.com. Tweet at us at femsplaincast on Twitter. Follow us on Instagram at femsplainpodcast. And the end, I think.
Oh, dummy! Do you want to assign homework for this?
I can't assign homework. This was your podcast.
That wasn't really. It was like kind of mutual.
It was yours.
It was like a 3/4. Read or listen to the first book on tape.
You know what? Yeah, I have not done that, so I will do that.
Yeah.
All right, I will let you know feedback on that. Oh,
I'm not,
man.
super invested
No.
in that, but
I suddenly am. I need to know.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what I'll do.
And I'll do something too.
Okay. We'll figure that out.
Okay.
All right. Listen to our podcast. You're already listening to it. Great.
Good job. Keep
Good
doing
job.
it.
Okay.
Subscribe. Rate us 5 stars. It's helpful. Write a review if you feel compelled to do so.
Please.
Check out Nerdwear.
SoNerdwear.com is a clothing wear for nerds made by So Many Games, and there's lots of cool, funny, quirky, little nerdy specific t-shirts there.
Yeah, and if you want to play a really cool new role-playing game for kids, check out Power Outage.
Yes, you could find it on... hang on.
The internet.
But what's the one where there's all the... Drive-through RPG. You can find it on Drive-through RPG. I remember things.
All right.
Okay. Good.
Bye, Diana.
Bye, Avalon.
Wait, you were going to say something?
No?
Okay, bye.
Bye.